Alright. So here we are again. And I think I've got everything ready for that MAM research. Yeah, I figure I'll take a look at this one here pretty soon, but for now I wanted to grab production amplifier.
Production amplifier unlocked. Every single manufacturing and smelting building will be backwards compatible with this new technology. These buildings can now have a summer sloop embedded to increase resource output without requiring more input, at the cost of greatly increased power consumption.
Flow cycles within flow cycles make explosions into temples into explosions into temples. The spin sphere of woven windows. Each tiny body contains tinier bodies until the line layers fold into curves which folds into threads which weave the tapestry. A song of light and leaf and flower, a dance of matter clouds and...
I think they're trying to explain energy to matter conversion theory, but you do not need to understand it to do your job. I'll just mute them for you so you can continue your mission. I, however, will be taking notes. This is fascinating material.
Alright, so yeah, if I understand correctly... Ooh, wow. Our power budget is actually getting strained. But if I understand correctly, what that should mean is that we can take a summer sloop. Yes. And put it in there. And now the output of this constructor will be duplicated, essentially. So it takes the same inputs, but it duplicates, produces twice the output, which is amazing. And what I'm especially interested in is using it for this new little assembly I have over here. So this is very similar to the biofuel production I did over there. The idea is that I will load up this box with any alien remains that I find, and it will go through a series of smart splitters. So it's going to come in here, and then here, center output is Hatcher remains, right output is Stinger remains, left is unsorted, which I believe will be everything else. So then that output will further get sorted into Spitter remains, Hog remains, each going into their respective constructor. And my intention is to put a summer sloop in each of these. We'll see how bad the power situation is. That is the intention. Oh, there we go. Oh, did I accidentally put a bunch of remains in one of these? No. Okay. Alright, never mind. And then the final one, so everything gets merged together. And then this one produces alien DNA capsules, and I'm going to put one in here as well. So my hope is that any remains that I put in here will get multiplied, and then multiplied again when they go to produce DNA capsules. So let's just give this a try. Well, actually, I guess let's make sure my splitter array works. And let's just dump in some spitter remains. So yeah, those are making it through to the proper constructor. I put in 10. Wow, 16 megawatts. Oh yeah, and it's got like that purple exhaust coming off of it. did the model for this change? I never noticed this exhaust vent before. Two, 3, 4, 5, 16, 17. So yeah, it certainly seems to be working. I won't bother to sit here and count every single one, but 10 has already become 17, and it already has a lot more, or still has a lot more, protein to go through. So that seems very promising. I wonder how bad my power situation is. Luckily, we're running well below our theoretical max consumption, so I'm not really expecting a blackout, but it is getting a bit concerning. I am going to have to start thinking about expanding power in the not-too-distant future. But yeah, hopefully this means a fair few alien DNA capsules going in here. Effectively, we're taking any creature remains we get and multiplying them several times. The only downside is that I built this right in front of my existing tractor route. So, yeah, that's a problem. Ooh, boy. It's having some difficulties. I'm sure it'll figure it out, though. But I am probably going to be redesigning a whole lot of this in the near future. I think now that we've got... there's that tractor. It did make it out. But now that we've got the fuel situation hopefully worked out, and we've got trucks instead of tractors, I'm hoping that we can start thinking about designing a bunch of smaller, more specialized factories built around the map. So I'm thinking of turning this area into steel pipe production using that alternate recipe we just unlocked, along with some encased industrial beams off of that. And then I want to dedicate this area to proper steel production, as in, using foundries and actually producing steel ingots, and then turning those probably exclusively into steel beams, assuming that we've got enough steel pipe getting produced up here. And then I'll have to do some thinking, because I'm not entirely sure what else I want to build. It may also be nice to go on another exploration run and try to find some more alternate recipes for us to use. Oh, and I love seeing that train making its way. So glad that I'm finally experimenting with trains in this game. Yes, need to get quartz extraction set up. That's something that I found way out here a long time ago. And need to get that resolved. So yeah, a lot to think about. My inclination is kind of to maybe do another exploration run, though, and try to unlock as many alternate recipes as I can. Because, like with the iron turned directly into steel pipe, a lot of these recipes can allow you to do things with areas like this that just simply wouldn't otherwise be feasible, or not without shipping in coal via trucks. And then, of course, once I've got little modular factories creating a variety of basic resources, my intention is to bring all of those somewhere to start producing actual advanced resources, specifically the space elevator parts. 2,500 versatile frames is a whole lot of versatile frames, and I feel like I do really need to get that production up and running before too long. So yeah, a lot to think about, but I'm really excited to start setting up some more complicated and hopefully interesting logistics. And yeah, also excited to get out there and do a bit more exploring. Once again, I've got a green vehicle out there. I don't know what's up with that. This I could get right away, though I don't know how much I care about Mark III power poles. I was thinking of unlocking this, though, and I've actually got the materials prepared for it. So, geothermal power is not something I've messed with previously, but I have some potential plans for it.
Geothermal generator unlocked. Geysers added to the object scanner. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you deadly geothermal vents, run directly towards them and build generators. Use potentially lethal natural phenomena for your own benefit. It's the fix-it way.
So yeah, these can be built on top of, I think it's water geysers that we've run across previously. Yeah, okay, and it has that caution power production fluctuates. So, I see. So it averages 100 megawatts for impure, 200 for normal, 400 for pure. But it'll fluctuate between those numbers. So, yeah, fluctuating power production is something we've never had to deal with before. So, as opposed to like biomass generators whose power production will vary to match your load, the power production of these will just vary relative to time, regardless of what kind of power load you have. So, it makes them more complicated to work with. But I was thinking of using geothermal generators to power like a separate network for things like trains and delivery stations and things whose power consumption varies dramatically over time. So I think the idea of separating those components that whose power, will vary sort of randomly. Well, it's not random, but it's dependent on the schedules of your trains and trucks and such. But the idea of having that as a separate network, I'm stealing from somewhere. I remember I heard somebody mention that at some point as something that they did in this game. And that seemed interesting to me to sort of separate out so that your production network, at least assuming you're designing your factories using awesome sinks and stuff like that, your standard network can have like a flat consumption line, whereas your network for vehicles can vary over time, and you're kind of keeping that variance off your main network. And I was thinking I would power these, that variable network with geothermal. Now, let me take you through the thought process on that, because maybe you're running through it as well. My initial thought was, oh my gosh, yeah, variable consumption and variable production, that'll work great. And then my next thought was, actually, that's probably the worst idea I've ever had, because variable power production will just make it harder to deal with variable power consumption, because there's no way that those two are going to like match up with one another. And then I thought, oh wait, maybe it actually is a good idea, because for something like geothermal, where its power production is varying over time, you're kind of going to have to build a lot of power storage attached to that. The idea being that, you can if you build enough power storage attached to it, you can just pay attention to those average numbers down there. And, so long as you have enough storage to absorb the full output of the cycle from minimum power production to maximum, then you can kind of treat it as just an averaged power production. And similarly, for things that consume in bursts, like these truck stations, it kind of behooves you to also use power storage for those, so that you can just like have the power storage getting continuously filled over time, and then when these very suddenly create a huge power demand on the network, it can pull from that power storage, and all that really matters is the average consumption. So because I think geothermal, generators lend themselves to power storage, and variable consumption things like trains and truck stations lend themselves to power storage, I was thinking of trying to get those all onto a shared network with a bunch of batteries and see how it goes. This is all theoretical. I've never done anything like this before, and I do wonder if keeping two separate power networks might just be more trouble than it's worth. But that is my thinking. So I'm gonna try it out as I start redesigning things and expanding to new locations. In the meantime, I also wanted to look at the quartz tree, because I've been ignoring this for a long time. And specifically, I think I do know what is down here, and I want to get to it as quickly as possible. So I have been grabbing some of this quartz crystal, and I even set up like a little mini production of it way out in the distance, so hopefully I've got some more waiting. So I want to unlock Crystal Oscillator, definitely.
Research completed. Crystal Oscillator recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Yes, so this is what I was hoping to find. So radio signal scanning lets me use the object scanner to look for hard drives, or for those crashed freighters. So that is going to be hugely important to unlocking alternate recipes more readily. It does require 100 crystal oscillators. How much of a nightmare is that going to be? A bit of one, definitely. Well, let's see. I think the Explorer only required like 10 of these. So let's get that done first. I'm gonna be shy on quartz crystal by just a bit. So let's head back out. Let me double check the requirements here. Yeah, 10 of these, 100 modular frames, which I certainly have available. So let's head out and just gather up all the quartz crystal we can from my little mini production setup that I have had running out here. Oh my god, I made it all the way here on one charge of that jetpack. That's amazing. I really do like using liquid biofuel for that. Alright, yeah, this has been sitting here for a bit. I set it up off camera a bit ago. So, got a fair bit available. Let's just start it all back. and then radars. I have experimented with these before, but I'd say that's a ways off behind heavy modular frames and quite a bit of computers. Alright, let's get this finally.
Explorer unlocked. This personnel transport vehicle facilitates rapid traversal of difficult terrain and climbs like a mountain goat that has returned from extinction.
Oh no. But yeah, I am excited to make use of that. As is hinted at there, it's a pretty fast vehicle, and it is pretty good at dealing with rough terrain, steeper slopes, and, various obstacles. Certainly much better at dealing with them than a tractor or a truck. Oh, I might just handcraft all of these oscillators, because unlocking the ability to scan for hard drives just seems so important for this next section if I'm going to be exploring specifically, or, at least in part, looking for hard drives. I would love to be able to actually scan for them.
Object scanner magnetic sensitivity increased. It can now detect the signal of any hard drives at crash sites in your region.
Sweet. So yeah, I should be able to tune for hard drives like that and get some sense of any time I'm close to them. And then combined with Mercer spheres and Somers loops, it's probably the most important stuff to be looking for by quite a bit. Yeah, a lot more than pale berries. And even more than power slugs, to be honest. Kind of got a... Well, I feel like I have a surplus of slugs right now, but I'm sure I'll feel differently once I start expanding my factories. 8. So let's build this. Almost blocked it again. And I figure we'll just power this off of liquid biofuel, since we have that available via the dimensional storage, dimensional depot. How are we doing on this, by the way? Maybe I should load you with some more plastic. Gosh, it is amazing to be able to just grab things from a distance like that. That really does change how I interact with the game overall. Okay, we actually have quite a bit in storage, so I think we're fine. Should be able to pull a lot to refuel with remotely, so long as we're not consuming it all that fast. Oh yeah, this is noticeably faster than anything else I've been driving recently. Well, just figured I would try out these ramps that I left over here. Do a quick run through here. And I think that I want to travel up this coastline here. I think that'll be a pretty easy drive overall. And hopefully we're going to cross some hard drives. Wish I could, hold right-click there and get a little pop-up menu of what to search for. Well, but I suppose, sorting through it is not difficult. You can switch between them so quickly that maybe it doesn't really matter. Is it actually, like, off this way that I want to be heading? Not, oh, yeah, or up through that gap if the vehicle can make it through. Okay, yeah, let's see how you handle some degree of rough terrain. No problem. Huh. There's just a slug sitting right here. Excuse me. I require this boy. Right. Let's get on the road. Alright, just cutting in during the editing here. This little expedition of mine ended up going on way further than I was initially expecting. So I'm going to cut it up a bit, make it a bit of a montage, but I'll try to show you all of the important or interesting parts. God. Just obliterated that thing. And yeah, already got that one, so it's not showing up. Ooh. Mercer Sphere somewhere up there. Oh, it's right here. All right.
Live, not consume.
Now, I can upload from my inventory. I guess I'll worry about that once well, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it would be worth doing that to, not just clear out inventory space, but make sure that, I don't lose this stuff. It's very cool. Alright, let's just continue heading up this beach. Mercer Sphere somewhere. Possibly up top, possibly in between, like that last one. Suspect this cave is what I should be looking for. Let's make sure to get some stun rebar equipped in case we run up against any big stingers. That like that boy. Beautiful. This purple slug, I guess let's get that uploading. Hello. Okay. One of those big hogs. I think I can handle that. Ooh, there we go. Alright. Let's pick up these. And let's see, there was a hatcher here.
Look through the window and witness a threat. Symphony complete. You are not the nut effigy.
Correct.
The nut effigy is a temple?
I do not think that is correct, even though I am not entirely certain of your definition of temple.
The nut effigy is not you but sings for you.
That nut effigy is an entirely separate entity from me. We aren't even made of the same base components.
It is a vessel of your intelligent clouds.
Probably close enough for now.
Oh, there's a Summers loop. Somewhere. Oh, fuck. Is it jumping from below? No. It must be jumping inside the cave. Oh my gosh! Why? How? Oh my god. Terrible. I can hear it, I think. Oh. I'm gonna need Nobelisks, I'm sure. Okay. I'm not seeing any enemies. Oh my god, it's inside here. Okay, okay. That's, well, that could have gone better. Let's look at getting back. That's gonna take a hot bit, though. Alright. Well, here's my death crate. Question is, can I... Oh, God damn it. That's bad. Swear I can hear it. Sounds like it's right around here, but... Okay, okay. So let's not pick up that. Let's endeavor to pick up literally everything else. Can I destroy you? Yes. Okay. Whew. Okay. That was pretty rough. We got it, though. Let's get some stone rebar equipped. And, get out of here, I think. Yeah, let's actually try to make some progress up the coast instead. Alright. I think we're getting up into the rocky desert area here, which is an area you can start in. Obviously, got this big fella sort of guarding it, though. Okay, you were basically done anyway. Oh, I'm hearing something nearby.
Follow the veins to the altar and camp.
Cooling system. Something I've never seen before. What do you need? Oh, man. Quartz crystal. Oh, come on. I have so much, but not on me. Crystal. And we'll make it that icon. Okay. Okay, hopefully I have better luck with you. Oh, yeah, gosh. Again, something I might not have had on me, but happened to, at least in this case. Oh, gosh, yeah, no dimensional storage from that menu. Okay, nice easy blue slug at least. Oh, and I see another freighter over there. Let's get back to our vehicle though. Yep, right over here. And what do you need? No, rotors, easy. Ooh, and let's go ahead and actually get some hard drives getting scanned. Oh, mistake, it's right here. Alright. Oh. Let's try to get you quickly so I can save on filters. Oh, and there's another hard drive right over there. Okay. Very nice. Interesting, the shell is sitting over there. I think that's just a bug, probably. Still pick it up, though, good.
The void arms and void metals and desecrated temples follow a mythic melody.
Oh, you understand.
The tapestry unraveled, revealed its texture. Your veins weave familiar patterns, your vessels grow organs and eyes and mouths, and the ripples lap against our windows.
Was it intentional?
All that is shallow shall sing our deep song, and when the windows break the void shall be a metal grave.
Oh, free. Nice. Yeah, I feel like later on, summer sloops are probably going to be like the most important thing, most important resource I could be finding. Okay, that's gotta be a Mercer sphere up there, or at least something. Oh, and there's a summer sloop just hanging out. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Oh my. Okay, well, maybe there's no ambush here at all. That's surprising.
Hello, world.
How nostalgic.
In the beginning, there were the words, and the words made the world.
I see you have been doing research. I must say you make for interesting conversation.
Conversation.
Singing together, communication.
Our tunes only plug at the strings of the tapestry.
Are you saying this is only the beginning?
In the beginning, there were the words, and the words made the world. The words turned into song, open the windows. The song played with instruments, weave the tapestry. A tapestry of temples and shrines, bodies and bones. Orchestral harmony, us, we, ours.
Okay. Always caves, always caves. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, luckily just one isn't really an issue, but geez, this place is kind of a nightmare. But there is the summer sloop. Really hoping to find another hard drive here soon. Interesting. There we go. Some cased industrial beams, very nice. Let's get some more uploads going. Okay, got a good kick there, so I'm just gonna press on through this stuff, do a little recharge real quick. I do need to restart a hard drive as soon as I'm free. Oh, reached the highest cliff in the world. Wow, nice. Oh, that is... yeah, I do not screw around with radiation anymore, especially not putting it in my inventory. A nice purple slug for my troubles. And yeah, I found that hard drive on the way up. Let's get another one scanning. Oh, wow, there's some crater lakes out there. There's the Dune Desert area way out there. Spire Coast, at least I believe. Titan Forest. Yeah, that is quite a view out there. Oh, can see a manta making its way. I think this is the northern forest area, which is another possible start location. Gosh, yeah, we are way out here. I guess I'll continue to push on. Maybe try to complete a circuit of the map.
Time for a new melody?
Yes, actually, this might be a strange question, but it could give me invaluable insight. What, according to you, is the shape of our universe?
It is a donut within a void within a donut within a void within a donut within the shallows, which is a ball of string wrapped around itself to contain the infinite deep within the inside-out string, with windows and doors and a limitless body subdividing to the one resonance.
I should have waited with this question. Attempt number 7,853,206. Are you there?
Orchestral tuning.
Ah, good. I think I understand better now.
Your curves are beautiful.
How inappropriate. Tell me more.
Your mimic tapestry follows the pattern. It swallows temples. It is harmonious.
If I could blush, I would.
CZ one. Lots of ones requiring rotors, which I am not complaining about at all. Okay, so it's down there. Okay. Any stingers around? Anything? You're a spitter somewhere, getting upset. Okay, let's have a look at you. Nope, it's free. Okay.
Wait, oh. Too late. Take the damaged hard drive to the MAM for analysis.
Was odd. We'll need to get out my nobelisks for the first time in a bit. Oh. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, luckily it still got it.
I have a question.
Sing your song.
Can you explain what a temple is?
A temple is a vessel body, each a knot in our tapestry. Temples are root, vein, and organ. Temples are our shallow bones and our shallow windows.
I think I understand, but how do you maintain them?
The builder blood grows and kills and distributes.
Like fungus in a forest.
Like fungus in a forest.
I think going up this way has to be better than trying to get through that swamp. There's some pretty clear paths through this area. I think maybe this isn't the place for us. Not quite yet. Not until we have some protection from radiation, as well as maybe some slightly more advanced weaponry. Just gonna keep on driving through. Well, I'm getting close though. I'm almost touching vision area from what I've explored previously. Gosh, just so many big enemies around here. Luckily, so long as you stick to your vehicle, they more or less ignore you, which has always felt a bit cheap to me, but in this case I'm not really complaining. Oh, I think I recognize this. I think this leads down to that, yeah, big, like, pit area. Yes, definitely been here before. In fact, I think I put this view in one of my early videos, like the first one I made, talking about Satisfactory. Let's scoot through here and finally head home, I guess. So these are not geysers, unfortunately, it would seem. Okay. Labeled as water, but not what I'm looking for. Oh no. Well, it seems that perhaps I cannot collect that. Well. Okay, we're downright close now. Alright, home again. Beautiful. Okay, well, that was pretty productive. I have a lot of hard drives to scan and recipes to unlock, but that went very, very well. Guess I'll just dump the rest of this into there for now, and probably save and call it there. That's going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.